right, we're back with Daniel Radcliffe. Before the break, we had a lot of fun talking with you, so we're just going to continue on. Got a lot more questions for you. Got a good one here, too.
Yeah, you've got a new film coming out. This is the first sort of non-Harry Potter film since the franchise ended. It's called The Woman in Black. Tell us, number one, how did you get involved in this, and how did you pick it as your first script that you were going to do?
I read the script I started reading the script on a plane about 2 hours after I'd done my last shot on Potter. We finished filming, cried, got on a plane. I was coming out to LA. I'd never been to, I think I'd been to LA. I've now spent a total of about 10 days in LA in my entire life.
Probably plenty.
This is probably plenty. But I went back there for my first ever round doing meetings, and so that was the time. So I read the script on the plane, had a meeting with the director out in LA, and because I thought despite the fact that he was English, he then flew out and we met over there and really liked each other. And he was actually one of the reasons I was so excited to become involved, because it's only his second film, The Woman in Black. He directed and wrote a terrifying film called Eden Lake, which is like a horror movie meets social realism. It's very scary and brilliant. And so I wanted to work with him because he was this exciting young director. And it was written by Jane Goldman, who wrote Stardust and Kick-Ass and The Debt, which has just come out. And it was a great, beautifully written script. And the part was very different in that I'm playing a father, and there's challenges to it, but it's not a part that's going to make people go, oh, well, now he's just trying to freak us out by doing something so different that he's trying to get us not to think of him like that. Right. It's not like and the story is so compelling that I think people will kind of forget that they're watching me or watching me transition, and those people won't be thinking about that because you're going to be just concentrating on not having an accident.
Well, and it seems like good story and good characters have got to be at the core of whatever you do.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's all I look for.
Picky and selective about the roles that you take?
I pretty much think that if you're fortunate to be in a position financially where you can, as I am, been lucky to, you know, I was obviously Potter, you know, I got paid very well on that, you know, and so I'm now in a position where I can pick and choose, and I think if you're in that position, you sort of have a duty to, because otherwise, why would you do something for the money? Like at this point, there's no reason for that. And you know, yeah, absolutely. And it's important to me that I kind of am selective, and I don't want to do just anything. And but it's also, you know, part of there's two things that can get me very excited about a job. One of which is the script and the characters, and the other is working with really exciting people. And that's the thing. And I knew that they were thinking about Kieran Hines for another one, and who I'd worked with a little bit on Potter. And so I was just very excited about this.
It was a chance to do both those things. Get great material, work with great people.
It was just perfect, and it was a very happy. I think we shot for 12 weeks in total, and it was like a great shoot, and everyone was cool. And all my friends had it was just after Potter had finished, so suddenly everyone went on to other films, and ours was by far the happiest. Like everyone was going on to like really hard, like War Horse. That was a hard film to work on, and like we were having doing a dark film, but having a great time. So it was fun.
Great.
So you talk about the importance of choosing who you work with and choosing the material. Who would you love to work with? Is there anybody that you look out there and you go, boy, I'd like to do a film with that person? Director, writer, doesn't matter. Actor.
I mean, the Coen brothers are kind of my, you know, what I grew up thinking of as some of my favourite films. Some of my favourite modern films have been Coen brothers. So, I mean, guys like that. I think in terms of British directors, you know, Christopher Nolan does some kind of amazing stuff. I loved Inception. People, you know, went either way on that film.
Loved Inception. Great film.
Loved it. I thought it was just to make a film for that, to get a studio movie that was that ambitious in terms of storytelling and stuff, I just thought was really impressive.
There are people still trying to figure out Inception. People that saw like a year ago, they're going, no, wait a minute. Now let me see. Spin the thing.
That thing, was it going to fall? What was my favourite? I saw Inception 3 times when it was in the cinema, and the last time I saw it, it cut to the totem was spinning and then it cut to the credits, and somebody in front of me just went, "Oh, come on!" Which I thought, I was like, I'm sure if Chris Nolan heard that, he'd be thrilled. I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
You put it out there, so that's a good thing. Put it out there first on our show, and we're so glad that you joined us.
If you've got anything going, guys.
You never know.
I'll hopefully be available after January 1st.
Specific dates. Hope you come
Good luck with the rest of your run. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Nice to meet you.